Pillars of Eternity。咁啊，呢只係一隻正宗嘅 role-playing game 遊戲嚟嘅。咁啊，係 base on 呢個北歐嘅故事咁樣啦，有少少。咁啊 role-playing game 一開始啊創造角色先啦。咁咧玩咩好咧？通常 Dark Soul 啊或者其他 role-playing game 我都係揀啲揸盾有劍嗰啲嘢，防守型。
Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
咁啊，連夜趕路嘅 traveler 同埋其他一行人一齊。南國人類Almalia largest cliff face that's commonly found near ocean 沿海地區嘅文明嚟嘅。Dwarf Elf Oran smallest cliff face 好大耳仔 found in 啲地方名添喎。貓族呢個類似 godlike 嗰啲神族人啦，正常人啦，正常人 next 喺 mail 度嘅村民啦，海洋。即係呢個等於南邊，呢個類似係北半球或者樹林區，唔係 Savannah 草原。普通城市人啦，然後咧 class barbarian chanter。Cypher 唔係 hacker 咁解係咩啊？吸收人哋專注力嘅，我唔知啊，心理攻擊唔知呢個職業未見過。 德魯伊點樣人類德魯伊化？我想問，同動物啊、植物啊共存。輝塔僧侶帕拉丁，咁暫時應該揀帕拉丁。又要玩 Faith Build，玩得德蘇多得滯，救命！Paladin have bonus on the defense， 同有啲 reputation 有關嘅 ，reputation 越高嘅話就 persist priest 祭司 ranger 有隻 animal 跟住佢嘅 rogue 盜賊巫師咁啊 paladin 啊 OK 有啲咩技能？防守力咯，咁啊，跟住又揀有啲 order favor deposition cruel aggressive benefit 唔係啊，呢個唔係我嘅 style 啊 passion 同 clever OK select rational 大同 Zotic Sorrowlic Benevolent Passionate Kind Honest Diplomatic 好啦，呢個外交官嘅呢個 order 一開始可以揀一招 Flame of Devotion， 每場戰鬥可以用2次，係一招攻擊嚟嘅。加50 damage against burned 50% damage。燃燒一擊火焰一擊 lay of hands 咧，又可以用2次。某個角色補 endurance 54星over 5 second 補 endurance聽招啦。好，跟住咧就揀 might constitution 配點啦。咁要多啲 resolve 啊 ，highly recommend for paladin。resolve 有 concentration。即係佢嘅攻擊係會容易啲阻住敵人個儲氣計嘅 deflection 反攻，配滿19點，跟住智力都 recommend 喎，體力要啦，力量要啦，智力都要啦。culture 咁啊 culture 又唔係幾重要嘅啫，配多點睇個樣嘅啫，同埋咦哇呢個 paladin 好似係就咁揸大劍冇武器喎，呢個就咁揸矛嘅點樣聽法咧？真係笑咗。但係呢個詞係我揀咗個 constitution 揸錘。 background， 佢係個馬塵嚟嘅，佢係一個 scholar 嚟嘅 ，machinery 嚟嘅 ，hunter 嚟嘅。我是一個僱傭兵，揀樣就咁啦，呢個樣夠嘅。Voice
Well,
well
I'm flattered.
let's go.
Time to see and not be seen.
You're mine.
Let's keep quiet. Oh?
Watch and learn.
玩真嘅。
I'll teach you a lesson!
Not a sound. Yeah.
Team Fortress 角色創造完成。Craftman Master 奧丹啊！
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path clear. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
OK， 裝水。頭先講到個遺跡究竟係咩嚟㗎？
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear.
所以即係邊個
Got
係
different
嘅？
names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
係咪好危險
Worry
㗎？
about your business, and not if the weather holds up. They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Wow！
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
OK，
Kalisha. Kalisha!
卡 Lisa，
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
B 力，咩叫 B 力？
What you need? What you need?
OK， 一個揸火把、揸斧頭嘅人。 隻 pad 嘅可以，應該 DLC 嚟。戒指係啦。
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
哦，你就係 supply 咯喎。
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale.
100蚊。我有啲咩裝？錘仔同盾。夠啦，唔需要。
Yeah.
一個甲，一個 lockpick。
Got it.
鎖咗要3個 lockpick。
Go on then, before it gets too dark.
一支補水，補 regeneration。俾支補水喺 tank 度啦。
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
With
Yeah, you'll-
Pillars of Eternity, we strive with every level to both evoke the essence of the beloved Infinity Engine games, as well as introduce something new and engaging for players to experience in the world of Aora. The Caravan Encampment was no exception to this goal. As the introduction area and the first impression of Aora has to offer, it really needed to speak to the player from the get-go. Keeping in mind this principle, we needed to begin the game with an image that instilled simultaneously the feeling of adventure players may be familiar with from a Dungeons & Dragons setting, while introducing them to our own unique world. The idea of a caravan huddled around a flickering campfire both seemed familiar and befitting as the humble beginnings to a grand adventure. By setting the scene before a large ancient ruin with peculiar stone-like objects growing from the ground, we felt this would introduce them to some of the key landmarks of the Deerwood. Another principle in our design was non-linearity. Pillars of Eternity is a game about choice and consequence. We didn't want our introduction to feel like an entirely guided experience, so we opted to keep the flow of the level pretty open to exploration. Once the player has finished speaking with Odema, they are free to wander around the immediate area and examine their surroundings, even find clues that foreshadow their inevitable ambush, a situation that very quickly
your
teaches the
water
player
soon
the
enough.
concept of
Stream's not
consequence
going anywhere.
in our world.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Wow, 有隻 young wolf. Enemy spotted. 衝啊！摔。碎咗啲肉出嚟。呢個遊戲就係戰鬥嘅時候咧，就會扣 endurance，endurance 扣晒嘅話就會扣血。不過敵人亦都有啲招係直接會扣你啲血嘅。